Anthony for breakfast, Albany 783 Triple M. Time for our McCrindle report. We're catching up with Ashley Fell. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Now, well-being is a really important issue in the workplace. I mean, years and years ago, no one really cared whether you liked the job or you felt safe at work or whatever. You just did the job, got paid and out. But, I mean, obviously our world's really changed and there's a barrier to experiencing that well-being at work. It's a lack of trust.
Yeah, absolutely. And our research across all the generations, but particularly the younger ones, has seen that, many people are looking to their workplace for social interaction, for a sense of belonging, for a sense of purpose. And yes, a real barrier to achieving that idea of well-being at work is a lack of trust between team members. When we don't trust each other, we can't, give new ideas. We feel worried about how we're going to be perceived. And I guess the inverse of that is when there is high trust, teams can innovate and teams can respond and work really well together. So, yeah, in all of our research, trust has come out as really important.
Yeah, I guess the performance level changes too. If you feel like you're not trusted at work or your boss doesn't trust you to do a good job, micromanaging everything, for example, it's going to affect your performance at work, isn't it?
Absolutely. There is definitely an element of autonomy that people can have when they feel like they are in control of their work, when they feel like someone's not watching them all the time over their shoulder. That's when people can grow and they can flourish. And I guess what we saw even over the last 18 months with COVID and work from home is organisations who maybe didn't have that trust had to work out how they were going to do that when they couldn't be in the same physical workplace as their colleagues and as those they work with. So it's been, quite an important topic of late.
All right. How important is trust in other areas as well, Ashley?
It's really important, and we've seen a real erosion of trust of Australians in institutions and leaders over the last couple of years with all of the royal commissions that we've had. There's been this real lack of trust, and I think what people have become is a bit more sceptical of the brands and the organisations and us as consumers of those that we buy from and we purchase from and we engage with. So we often say when organisations can develop trust, when they can act with integrity, then they're more successful, not just in terms of workplace communication and employees, but brands and organisations as well.
Okay, how can we overcome that lack of trust?
I think it really starts with being honest with one another and developing relationships. We want to make sure that we do have that integrity, that our actions align with our words. When we have a culture of forgiveness and, when we can overcome some of those barriers, then we do have an opportunity to establish real connections and trust each other. And perhaps, there's trust-building exercises or there's ways that we can be vulnerable with our colleagues or with our clients in a way that enables that trust to be built. And then we can be honest with each other and we can, approach the task and the work that we do from that basis. So, yeah, it's absolutely critical, I think, for organisations and for us to have a sense of well-being that we feel like we're trusted and that we can trust those who we work with.
Ashley Fell for our McCrindle report. Really appreciate your time, Ashley, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Anthony.